Yeah.
And now we have Heat versus London Tigers.
London Tigers on your right, so that's Heat on your screens on the left. Oh, what a big move from Heat. Did he make it into
Ronnie
Snake?
Dizon.
He really made the Snake.
And they lost a player on the other side of the field, but so it's 4 for Heat.
This is a big match for Heat, guys, because if Heat loses this, they're out. They already lost one match to Impact.
Yeah, you're right.
So, and London Tigers playing really aggressive.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
We were talking about London Tigers a little bit earlier today, the way they've been running and shooting and playing, you know, both sides of the field evenly. I think is one of their
But
key.
Heat lost one guy pretty much off the break. Right now they're in good positions, yeah? They're like Snake, pretty much 50 Snake.
Oh, it's a battle right now in the
Snake corner,
Snake.
back center.
Look at this on your screens,
T-back two.
everyone at home.
Oh, Ronnie Dizon right into the Snake, right into London Tigers.
He doesn't even know he's there.
And he gets
Oh.
clipped.
Now, Brandon,
Wow.
Tony Brandon didn't even know he was there.
And he
He's
got
a
a
happy boy.
1-for-1.
Oh,
Yeah.
There should be only one guy left from Heat in the teabag, and he
Oh,
He's gone.
man,
So-
you guys, come on, boys.
London Tigers pulled that one out of the bag.
Yep, he got a 1-for-1 like Patrick mentioned. You cannot get one-on-ones towards the end of the game like that. When everything's going down
Yeah.
and chaos is going crazy, that's when
Yeah.
you got to pull it together, tighten up the pants.
I mean, Tigers is a new team for, I mean, they haven't been in the CPL for like several years.
Yes.
But
Yes.
all the guys on there are like old school, super experienced guys who used to play on Shockwave,
That's
some guys on
correct, yep.
Nexus.
They're a
and so-
mixture of old Nexus players, old London Tigers players, of course, and Shockwave, which was an old UK team. And here's a replay of that mugging by Dizon.
But he, yeah.
That's,
got-
And
he
got
Dizon
shot by-
almost made it. The London Tiger player, like Shelly said, had no idea he was even there, but Dizon got sloppy on the finish.
He got shot across field by
Exactly.
Richard Payne.
Well, I mean, we won that point, but it was a close one. Like, both Dorito sides coming at you, and Syndicate ran out of paint.
Yeah.
So
It
we
slowed
had some
right
clear
down.
shots, but we just couldn't shoot them.
And Heat breaks off all
Yeah.
5 alive, and it looks like London Tigers had a really strong breakout, making the Dorito corner, which has been awesome for them so far. Ronnie Dizon right into the Snake, and he takes one really sloppy crawling into the Snake.
Oh, that's
but
a
there's
sloppy
still
move.
no. There were 5 alive. Now there are
Yeah.
only 4 alive, but
Yeah, but
he
the
still
Tigers-
has a good presence on both sides of the field. There.
Yeah, I agree
They're
with you.
T-bag 3 already. Oh, Ryan just got clipped. Ryan Moorhead just got clipped in a T-bag 3.
Ryan's having a really difficult time.
And Tim got
Yep.
shot here in the corner. So
I
it's
find
only
that
2
this
guys from
field-
Heat left.
If you force the
How did they
Dorito
get
side
shot
too much,
in
you
a
get
bunker?
clipped, and that's what's happening with Ryan Moorhead. He's
Uh,
not, he's not
Exactly.
getting it.
I agree with you, Shelly. You know, the Heat guys are really forcing the Dorito plays, and they're not playing it as a team,
Yes.
and that's why they're dying so quickly, because London's just waiting for them. Oh, okay, Greg Stewart's right into the 40 Dorito for Houston
It's good.
Heat.
You see, you got Suez there on Dorito
Oh,
2.
and Stewart shoots the London Tigers player out of the Snake corner. A great move for Houston Heat by
It's a
Greg
nice
Stewart.
shot there. For
It looks like
Dorito
it's a
2.
2-on-2.
There we go.
Oh,
So
there
like-
goes Greg Stewart's right down the tape. It looks like he's going to trade out.
And
Oh, no.
and
Looks
they-
like the
go
ref's
for
going
a
to leave him
check.
in.
And it's going to be
if they clean it, okay, then it's
Wow.
a
It's
still a
a
one-on-one.
one-on-one.
Sam Keats there.
Oh my God! And Woodley's gonna take it in the head, not playing
The
smart.
last Tiger guy who got caught clean after he got a
Bobblehead.
paint check.
Yes, he did.
He-
He was just
So,
bobbleheading.
Sam Keats, who's another set of brothers that are in the CPL. Sam Keats and Colby Keats, but play for London Tigers. Yeah, there were some brothers earlier on.
Is Kobe
So-
also playing?
Yeah,
And
Colby. You'll find that the two Keats brothers are both playing forward positions. Sam is playing down the Dorito side,
Yeah.
and Colby's playing Snake side.
Okay.
So yeah, Sam has the 3-1s. I believe that's the year that his son was born. That's why he has 1-1-1.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, He just had a great point.
Yeah.
Played really strong.
I'm just happy seeing the Keats brothers again in the
Yes.
CPL and just
They're exciting
Doing
players.
Because you're not gonna beat them heads up. You got to take real estate. That's how you beat those good teams.
but if you shoot like a good G, you really have to capitalize on it and not let them run out again
Exactly.
or
You
like
gotta
not
make
let
your
let
secondaries.
Dave fill out. But let's see what Heat is doing. They're 2-0 behind. Yeah.
Back to London Tigers on your screens. Tony Brandon there. Nice little dive into the God, or we call the door, which is the entrance to the Snake.
Who did they put
I
in
love
the
that
field?
bunker. What do you
I'm
think of
not
that
seeing
bunker,
which
Pat?
guys are.
What do you think of that bunker? We love it, don't we?
Yeah. I mean, it's a great holding bunker because you
Did
have
Heat
such good
lose a
players.
guy off the break, or did they only start with 4 guys?
It looks like he lost a player off the break.
Yeah, they started with
But the
5.
Tigers are already like in T-bag 2. There's no T-bag or Dorito presence here from Heat guys yet.
So you have Woodley, Greg Sewers, Ryan Moorhead, and Tim Ontresser as the 4 guys alive for Houston Heat. They're all locking off the field.
We're going to have a penalty here. We're going to have a penalty here for Tigers.
Oh, there it is. Penalties.
What happened is Matt Donegan took a shot to the hopper there. He didn't know. Refs come running in, taking him out, and it's taken Tony Brandon out as well for 1-for-1.
We talked about that over and over.
So it's 3-on-4 in Houston Heat's favor.
And there goes Ryan Moorhead, really sneaky move right into the little Dorito, leaving the corner and getting the inside shot.
Sam Keats just got shot silly there in Dorito too.
It's just that they cannot keep their composure, you know?
No,
and they're just losing
and there goes
stupid
Greg Stewart.
now.
Yeah, and another Tigers player. So
it looks like
one player left.
Oh, and Ryan Moorhead right into the 50. He's going to cross up the field and come down, drop the hammer, and he's going to get some points on the board.
That's Colby there. Colby Keats is the last player left for Tigers, and Ryan Moorhead, hopefully.
But that's typical for Euro teams. I mean, they look pretty strong like 15 seconds after the breakout.
Yes.
Sam was already in Dorito 3. Yeah, they had a G, and then they just, especially not so experienced
exactly,
teams, they like to get penalties, stupid penalties.
It's crazy though because
and then they like to die in the bunker in a gunfight. I was surprised because I mean the Heat guys, the point before, they have super experienced guys like world champion guys, you know, like Tim and Ryan, and I mean also the Heat guys like the last year. But the point before, several guys just died in their bunker, like in a normal long-distance gunfight. Like, and you never see that from any experienced guys. Usually here that they die in a bunker. And Tigers, they are leading 2-0 and then
2-0, and they get a penalty.
And they get a penalty, and everybody else dies in gunfights. Yeah. Coach on the other side to really see what's happening on the snake, but Impact the last 3 points they tripled up the back center.
Yeah.
And the Houston Heat on the right.
London Tigers just did the same thing, but with a delay though. So they did stack up back center, but with a slight delay.
And it looks like London Tigers playing really aggressive, taking the real estate, but Houston Heat answers with sending 2 guys in the Doritos real quick.
So this is Colby Keats.
Colby is in a Doritos, but the Heat guys, who's that? Suez, Greg.
Oh, Greg Stewart just got bounced in the side of his head.
He did get bounced.
He got bounced in the side of his head and it bounced right off. And there goes Chad George.
T-back 2 and T-back 4, yeah.
So Chad George goes right into the snake god.
So Colby's not aware of. Oh, here we go. Colby's not aware of the other player.
Colby has no idea that Chad George got in the snake, and Colby's in the snake, and he's going to take it.
Well played by Chad George.
And Ryan Moorhead goes all the way in the London Tigers Doritos, and it looks like he's going to get that point.
Yeah.
Amazing play actually by Keats, but he just had no support. Because if he would have had somebody on his wire, he could have wrapped, shot Chad George, shot Ryan Moorhead. It would have been a different game.
Totally right. They lost the London Tigers lost their back line there and left Colby to it, and hence why he didn't know what was going on.
Exactly. Yeah. He was in a perfect spot. But like Patrick said, Greg Stewart is a great player, so you can't contain him if he's in the Doritos.
And Ryan Moorhead getting the points.
And I think Ryan Moorhead was in front of him even that, and he was in T-back 4. Dorito 4. So Tigers lost 2 points straight. So the momentum is kind of switching now to Heat again.
It was 2-0. Now it's 2 apiece.
Stands are beginning to fill up.
Here comes the countdown for 10 seconds. 9 minutes 20 on the clock. 2-2.
So it will be 3 guys from Heat on a Dorito side breaking out.
And London Tigers on your screens.
Oh
wow! Amazing breakout for Heat. Ronnie Dizon. Oh, and Ronnie Dizon takes it.
See, Tigers had a good breakout, but they've just lost a player now.
Tigers also lose a guy, so it's
they've lost Colby.
4 with
Brandon on your screens. I think he's having a great tournament so far.
But Heat for sure has better positions on the snake side, and I think they're going to capitalize on that now.
Yeah, I think Tigers need to move out of that.
Tiger player, he should shoot the tape and not just.
Yeah, Tim Montressor is wrapping, controlling the tape, allowing Chad George to do work.
And Chad George just got into the snake.
And they've just lost Sam
It's just a matter of time until he will get to snake.
Gone.
Okay.
Chad George is looking for the inside shot on the back center. It's a key shot. He looks for it every time he goes in the snake. That's the first thing he does. He goes in
the next guy who's going to go get shot is the back center.
as well. There's only 2 players left for. They've got to cross up. They've got to cross up.
Now he got shot in his foot. Yeah, well, it was really close getting a penalty.
Yeah, he was close.
But see, whoever that was in the back center for the Tigers, like he got shot on his foot.
Yes, he did.
And he knew that it was only 2 guys, that he was like the second last guy left. So, there's no reason. I mean,
it's Tony on his own now. Tony Brandon on his own.
I mean, if there's still 5 guys alive and you get shot on the foot, I would say it's okay to maybe not go out immediately.
Chad George, we were just talking about
risking a stupid penalty for that. She didn't get one, but it was
playing a
Nice
really good
point
game
by,
again.
yeah. They had a strong breakout,
Yeah.
and so did Tigers, but they lost their players out their bunkers. And you
Well-
don't want to lose your players out your bunkers.
Dave Baines and J-Rap brought that style to Impact, and you can visibly see it.
Yeah.
It's heavy guns off the break.
Houston Heat are ready. Tigers are not. They're rushing to the gate.
Uh-oh, and here we go.
So Heat on your screens. London Tigers
Big
the other
point
end.
for Tigers. They need this to stay in the point.
This point is deciding now if they're going to get back into the game or
This
if
is,
it's...
yeah, this is where you got to put your foot down and
This
fight.
is 5-on-5.
Oh, and look at Woodley playing in the shadows.
He's playing in the dead spot, which is like a blind spot for those viewers back home. He's using other
And
barricades in front
jumps
of him.
right into the snake. Great
Yeah.
move by Woodley. And Tim Montressor is going to come out snake way as well. Come look for something.
Tony
and they
Brandon
shoot one.
takes a walk, so
One Tiger
Tigers
got
have
shot.
lost a...
Oh, big shot. There goes Tim Montressor, the ninja.
Tim Montressor as well, with Tony Brandon both take the long walk.
Tony Brandon is a great player. I don't like seeing him die early in the game.
No, and that's the first time he has. So he was the last player alive the last point. And let's see if the Keats brothers can sort this out.
But it's pretty much to Woodley. If he gets a shot somehow into the back center, which he should do right now, because he had to back center took his gun down. He's just gonna. Yeah.
That was really sloppy.
That was poor.
He
what
left the
you
back
didn't
center.
see on the screens was the back center Tigers player just decided to make a move, and then
But again,
decided to go
Woodley
back.
should
and got
just
shot.
focus either going down the snake now, which he should do
And
right
there
now.
goes Woodley looking inside, looking for the shots.
Shooting the back center, and that's what he just did.
And he's got a lot of support from Chad George behind him. Oh, and there goes Ryan Moorhead. He's going to try to get the two-piece, but nope. He says, I'm not going to risk it. Experience always wins.
And that's
Really
all
experienced
5 guys
player.
gone.
Yeah, and unfortunately,
A lot of
it
respect.
was only the Keats brothers left there walking off the field on your screens, and Sam just took one to the face there after Colby traded with Ryan Moorhead.
Ryan Moorhead had a lot of discipline on that. He knew he shot him first, but before the ref could even signal it, he saw pain on himself. He just put his hand on his head.
Yeah.
He said it's not worth it. And that's where experience comes in.
No, 2 years ago, but it was super cold in the houses. I know that.
It is
didn't have any
cold.
heating
I've
in
got the
there.
heating
I don't
right
do
up.
cold. If you guys read my Instagram, I had a disaster last night.
So back to the paintball. London Tigers on your
Listen to
screen.
that story.
They started the game.
Oh, wow. London Tigers. I saw that.
and they lose the
They started
snake
the
guy,
game
the
so
snake
well. They're
corner guy.
winning 2-0 now.
Woodley just likes to walk up to the center here. It's just like standing in the open. I don't know. We have
Wait.
to check that spot out if that's so.
They're not
so,
seeing
so
it
good.
though. Tigers are not seeing
Woodley
it.
plays
Woodley-
a different shadow every point. He just stands in the open and blasts people. He's not really shooting
I mean, Tigers
anybody.
lost 2 guys. They lost the entire. Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
lost
That's
everyone.
pretty much it.
That was a
He
very.
doesn't really shoot anybody, but what he does is he contains.
No, he contains, like, once they shot that G on the snake side, the snake corner, he just contains them, doesn't let them run out at all, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, that was a pretty cool play by Woodley, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a great
Stand out in the
play.
open. That's pure
You know,
confidence.
you don't let them move out. You contain them in their bunkers. They can't fill out to the sides, and you let a guy like Ryan Moorhead just run down the field. So, great point. Looks like that's going to be a win for Heat. They needed that.
Yeah, we'll just wait for the point to go on the board, and they're good. So it's 5-2
So
to Houston
5-2.
Heat.